Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel Spillföreningen Fellowship. My name is Andreas, Norwegian Viking, and this is my hobby vlog. So, it is currently Monday and I haven't done any updates at all during this week. So I will just switch cameras and give you a show of what I've done this week. Alright, so welcome back to my painting desk. So, it's been kind of a rough week for me. Been working. I've started a lot of I say non-gaming related. They're mostly gaming related, but I've had two meetings with the volunteers for the gaming festival Archon. That has taken a lot of time out of my painting schedule, as well as me clearing out my basement a week ago. I've been sorting through all of the different boxes, finding stuff to sell, to save space, and basically, if people want it, I'll be more than happy for people to have those some of those hard to get terrain pieces, and those not so hard to get terrain pieces for cheap, so I can spend more money on my games as well as I get more room in my basement. Also I've been invited to the tabletop battle Blood Bowl League on Blood Bowl 2. So I'm playing a couple of games there. Might have I've done better with spending those hours painting, but you know, it is what it is. And we're doing another batch of filming this weekend, because there are several dates coming up. We have of course Desolation Stockport, which both me and Stieg is going to on the 8th of April, and we have a Blood Bowl tournament coming up in April, as well as other stuff. So we didn't really see any other way to accommodate it other than just to film a bunch of videos this coming weekend. So we are going to do that. So we are going into the Fall of Necromancer. Luckily, I've been painting in advance, so loads of those models I've done. I've done all the castellans, done all the spiders, all the bats, all the orcs. The Necromancer's done. Everything is basically done for that. So so I didn't have to paint anything especially for that batch of filming. That is wonderful. So although I do say that I've haven't spent that much time painting this week, I have done some hobbying. And what I've done is I've gotten through most of the armor on the Dunlending Horde. So here you can see them, the 54 Dunlending models in my Dunlending army. All except these 6 are on the same stage, so these guys are missing the final highlight of the armor. And I'll just show you a quick look at this one. So the flesh is done, kind of a 3-tone flesh. It's is basically base coat of Bugman's Glow, another base coat to fill it out, a wash of Reichland Flesh Shade, and then going up again with Bugman's Glow, and then an extreme highlight of Cadian Flesh Tone with a bit of Bugman's Glow in it. So, so that was quite easy. Then I did the pants. So the pants are Skaven Blight, and then a black wash, and then Skaven Blight, and then a mix of Skaven Blight and Administratum Grey, I think it is. Then I painted the what did I paint then? Yeah, I painted the armor. base coated the armor, and then I base coated the rest of the colors with brown, so I have a better base to build on later on. And then I went back and washed the armor with Null Oil, and then I went over it with the amazing color, which is Stormhorse Silver. I can't really tell you that this color is magic. It gives you, it does give you, and I don't think it comes off on camera as much, but it gives you several highlights in one, because painting it thinned out, you get a gradual stage, and then the final bit, especially on the scales, you get a lighter tone on the edges of the scales, and that is exactly what you need. So I'm amazed by that color, and I think that's awesome. So after I get this video done, I will be doing the final 6 models with the impending highlight, and after that it's basically just to, after that is quite easy though. It's not that much left on them after that, because I need to paint the cloaks. So I'm going for basically tan color on the cloaks, and then I'm going to paint the fur exactly the way I'll paint my my wargs, and then it is beards and hafts and wood and the shields, and then they're basically done. So it's not that many stages left, although I am at this point, and leathers of course, but even though I'm only 4 colors in, they're about to be done. So I'm optimistic about getting this army done, and even if I don't, I still have tons of models to choose from to do at Desolation Stockport, but I do want to get this army done. So I'm hoping to get these guys done during the week, and I said I will be finish them with them today, but I will probably finish them during this week, between the 13th and the 20th. But what I have to do is that we're filming the Grand Campaign, and there is one model that is needed, and that is Saruman. Saruman, the good version. So I do have one Saruman, although I'm joking, I have 8. And what I usually want to do is I want to paint every single variant of the miniature I am working on. So what I will also try to do is I will try to do 2 days, 3 days where I just paint Saruman, and all of them, and using SPG issue 3 painting guide by Kev Spector to get these guys done. And I'll take that opportunity to paint Saruman's horse, and I'll paint Thryden's horse at the same time. And if I, by some miracle, get the Saruman done and the Dunlendings done this week, that means I have a bit over, well, that actually means I have nearly 3 weeks left to do the wargs and the crows and the bases. And I really want to squeeze in to finish my Guild Ball team, to get those guys done, and I really want to squeeze in to do the rest of the orcs, the hunter orcs. So it will be kind of a slog to get these guys done, but I really want to, and that is what I'll try to do. But that is not all, because Tabletop Battle is doing a bolt action tournament at the end of the weekend after the 70th of May celebration here in Norway. So that is the 20th and the 21st of May. That means I will do a 900 point early war German force, which will comprise of 2 KFZ 241/1 half tracks for my Germans, Mark C, one 240/1 Alta, which is the old style of the short half track, and then a Panzer III Mark J, as well as one squad of 8 and 2 squads of 6 Blitzkrieg Germans, as well as a lieutenant, mortar, a medium mortar with a spotter, and a medium machine gun team. So that means the entire army fits into the vehicles quite nicely. Everyone has a place. There's no places left. It's fully mechanized. It has tons of MMGs and LMGs in it, and so I was at the Tabletop Battle opener for the new shop, and since I helped out, they kindly gave me a discount. So I bought a Blitzkrieg starter set, which had 36 Blitzkrieg infantry on them. So you can see I've started some work while I was watching a movie. So these are all mold run removed. So these are the bodies for the models I need. The rest of the sprues here, as you can see, they have the LMGs and the normal carabines, and everything is on there. And if you pardon the mess, I have the rest of my Germans. So, as you might have seen in the previous hobby vlogs, I bought myself a late war German force, which were 2 KFZ 241 slash 1D Mark Ds, and what I've done while I was watching some movies is I glued these guys. So this is the Mark D. Actually, I'll just move that into the light here. So this is the Mark Ds. So that's all the spare bits. Small rounds are moved, just waiting to attach them. But I've kept this top plate loose, so I can paint the interior. So it's all loose, so I can paint the interior and get the airbrush going. So that's 2 of those, and then we have next to them we have the 2 Mark Cs. We have a Tiger, we have a Panzer IV, which will not be used. So all of these guys, these 2 guys and these 2 guys will not be used in the tournament force. Neither will this guy. So we have the Mark Cs here. Oh, Mark Cs, mold one removed, same thing. And then in the box we have a Panzer IV Mark D, which will not be used. We have a Panzer III. We have loads of Panzer Grenadiers. We have the medium mortar. We have the MMG. So everything I need for my force is ready except 1 bit. And that is because I do really enjoy the way Warlord Games are doing their products. But there is one thing I kind of struggle with, and I did buy an Opel Blitz a while ago, and that is just one huge chunk of resin, and it's warped, and it didn't really give me anything at all. I didn't thoroughly enjoy that model. So when I found out that the 240/1, the short half track, which I wanted for my army, was in pure block resin, I just went nope, not going for that at all. So what I went for then is something called Rubicon. So Rubicon makes same scale miniatures, but much more detailed. So they produce many of the same vehicles, but they're all plastic. So they have a fantastic 250. It is. I've been saying 240 all day long. Sorry about that. 240 Alta. So it comes with top, so I can magnetize it. I can do quite a lot with that kit, and it has a fully enclosed interior and everything. So that means this model will be covering a lot more than the World Games resin version will do. So yeah, I'll be having that in the mail very soon. It's on its way from eBay in Spain, which I got it cheap from. It's a new box, so I don't expect it to be anything but good. But I have some weeks. I have some weeks until I really need it to complete that army in time. So yeah, it's not been a lot of progress, but it has been some progress. And tomorrow, my lovely girlfriend is coming to stay for a little while. So I'm going to be enjoying that, as well as painting, probably in the living room while watching movies, stuff like that, to get these Dunlendings and Saruman going. So that's been my progress for this week. As always, guys, do check out the Patreon link below. We are a fair bit of supporters at this point. Obviously, we could do with some more support from you, lovely guys. If even if half of you donate a pound, or it's $1 actually, $1 a month to our venture, that will do wonders for the quality of videos we can produce, as well as terrain, other stuff we can provide, and eventually it might even lead to a YouTube studio for us. So we do appreciate our lovely patrons who have supporting us this far, and I do hope that some of you will check it out in the future as well. And as always, please comment, like, share and subscribe, and do support your hobby.